intro.
We don't have an intro yet.
We need a song. Mama said, Mama said.
Mama said there'd be days like this?
No, the other Mama said, the one that with Lucas Graham.
My mama told me when I was young, you... No, that's Lady Gaga.
That's still wrong.
Mama said that it was okay. Mama said that it was quite alright. I kind of people had a bed for the night, and it was okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Lucas Graham.
I'll look it up, but so far in my head it's going to be...
Mama said there'll be days.
No, Mama said.
I'll see if I can find the Lucas Graham.
I have it on my phone. Want me to get it?
We'll be alright.
I want Lucas Graham.
Fine. Lucas Graham it is. Alright, so a week ago I put out a video that asked questions from my mom. It could be about anything, and we're going to start this new series. And we got a bunch of them, so some of them are super deep. I was expecting like, hey, what's your favorite candy? We didn't get any of that at all.
That would have been a long list.
That might have been longer than some of the ones.
That would have been the whole video.
Right. So let's just dive in. First question is from Son of Rick. It goes, thumbs up, love your posts, ... very cool, peace sign. Great question. It's from I_Gardenbee, which is Blonde Lisa.
Okay.
She goes, I love that woman.
I love you back, Lee.
These aren't questions. Crafty10 and Laurel at Tinazio has a picture of a bug and a guy with his hands up in the air. Again, not a question. _BVACE. Hey Shawn, I'm interested in your mom's perspective of psychiatrist with whom she's had contact. Things they did or said that were unhelpful or poor form, and things they did or said that were helpful. What would she hope to see in the ideal psychiatrist for her child? I'm interested in your thoughts too.
That one's easy. Because when we were seeking out help for you, you were so introspective anyway. But I remember thinking anybody we could get into was a blessing. We walked into the one, he was supposed to be a really good child psychiatrist. We walked out the door and you just said, nope, I don't like him. And I went, you know how long it took us, like 2 months to get into him? And you were just like, it was just like, that was it, you were out. And I'm like, well, how come? And you said, because we walked in there and he immediately gravitated towards me and Dad, shook our hands, talked to us, and it was just like you weren't even there. And you said, I thought they were there for me. And I was like, wow, was that telling? So we went the next time and he did the same thing. And then he went to make another appointment. I said, no, we won't be coming back. And then I went back and I told him why. Because I thought, how's he gonna know? I said, you're a child psychiatrist and you need to connect with a kid and you're not making the effort. You were talking to him as a patient and we were the people. And so they have to be there for your kid. And they have to put your kid first. And they have to make that connection with your kid. Because if the psychiatrist isn't connected with you, then he's not putting in the work in either, and you won't put it in either, and you won't believe him, and you won't trust him, and you won't befriend him. So for me, it's, you have to find the right one, and it has to click with everybody.
The ones I connected with the most are ones who were always saying every situation and case is unique. So the fact that if they came in and were like, here's how I've helped, here's how many people I've helped, here's what I've done, they're like, well, that's not me. And then I'd write them off like you said right away.
Yeah.
If they were like, I need to get to know you so I can try some of these tools that I've learned, and that's helped in the past.
That makes sense, because if they don't know you and they don't know how you think, then they can't help you.
The situation is different, so you have to treat it brand new like a blank piece of paper versus
Well, it was like that
way.
first psychiatrist who prescribed the lithium for you.
Right.
And you were getting sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker, and multiply that by 100, so sick you missed a whole year of school. And I kept reaching out to him, telling him, this is what's happening, and he just said, oh, his body will get used to it. Oh, his body will get used to it.
Or I'll die.
Or you'll die, which is...
I'm used to it now.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, now he's used to it. And he just wrote us off like we didn't know anything, and it's like we didn't matter because we were just a number.
Or that's working with people 101 is like you treat them as people, not as
a statistic.
A statistic. Like trust your guts.
Trust your gut.
It's way
Trust
smarter.
your kid.
Trust your kid. Yeah. All right, that's a big long one. We might have to turn this into a two-parter. All right, so we're gonna finish the vlog with these two. You all know Squish. This one's from Colin Schill. Dear Shawn's mom, What's your top 3 things that got you out of a depression?
Ooh, that one's tough. Because usually the depression stuff would be too much stress and lack of sleep would kind of throw me into a depression. So get up and just do something and just do your day. And when you didn't want to go to work, or I didn't want to go to work, you just went and you just did it. So keep active, and getting to see a doctor if you're at all questioning it, make sure you get to the doctor, and that's what I did. So I'm like, something's not right.
So you're
I'm
saying,
trying to recognize it.
so being active, staying busy,
Busy.
so you can't get lost in your head was 1, and then 2 is get help.
Get help. Yep. When if you're at all questioning, is this what this is? Is this me being depressed, or am I just in a bad spot? If it lasts more than a couple weeks, get help. Your friends and your family and maybe even your coworkers, if they continue to ask you, are you okay? You're probably not.
So recognizing the signs.
Recognizing
would be
it.
the third one.
do
Or no,
or
that
don't
was the
do.
first one.
Yeah.
3 things to avoid, so that
Okay.
was 1.
So listen to your body. The other would be, don't overstress yourself. Don't try to do too much at one time. Stress and lack of sleep. Then it just all compiles on itself and it blows up.
So this is kind of one of those old videos I made where I was talking about the energy buckets. Like when you're
Yeah.
stressed, you don't have as much energy to use towards you little pea body. That's kind of what you're talking about
Yeah.
a little bit, right? So
Yeah, it
the
would
stress is huge, and the lack of sleep, and both of those take energy away.
Yeah.
So then it's easier to fall back into the
Fall
depression.
into it. Yep.
I'll make a whole nother video on this, but the hardest part is recognizing the symptoms if you don't know what they are.
Yeah.
So that's almost like step 1.
Yeah,
Just-
and it's
just
harder.
knowing what the symptoms are,
Yeah.
and they're different in different people.
Different in different people, but I think that's where it's easy just to, for me, it's always self-blame or blaming others and thinking, why are they being like this and why are they doing this, and they're really being a douchebag, and thinking, a month ago I didn't think that about those people.
Yeah.
And it's me getting
The depression
the
change your
depression
perception.
changes perception on others, and on yourself. And that's why I think it's really important to listen to others, because they're going to probably see it before you realize it's happening.
And then the last part of this question was, do you have any books favorite books that have helped?
I didn't. I wasn't the type who went to the book. I was more the type that thought, I'm going to go to the doctor.
Let's find someone who's already read all the books.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wasn't the book seeking. You are. And so the pills helped me right away. And so that just helped. And then I was just satisfied because I felt so much better.
Yeah.
But then having you read as much as you do, it's really been able to open my mind up to new perspectives and new ideas.
Yeah.
I really
And
do.
like the part that I get when I hear this and other people I've talked to about it is that meditation and the mindfulness have worked for me better than anything else I have found. Pills work best for you, and then managing your stress.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely.
And so someone else, they were saying when they changed their diet or when they started exercising, that was their big thing. So that's where it's like, this is
Find what works.
this is the shittiest thing about depression is everyone doctors will give you a pill and be like, the pill's gonna work, whereas it might, but it might not. And someone else will be like, you just need to exercise, and that might not work for you. You gotta experiment and play. That's a whole nother video. We won't go down this one right now, but yeah, that'll be coming up.
Yeah.
All right, the last question we got was from Julia Lankus, and she just wrote, love, love, love.
Yeah, so I think when we were talking about doing these, and I mentioned just briefly in our conversation,
Friends come and friends go. Right?
yeah, friends come and friends go. And I don't know if that's the comment that triggered it, but this is a very close friend of mine.
You could murder somebody and you'd still be friends.
I still call her up and I confess to her,
I'm coming to the prison, it's busy.
She'd come visit me. But there are other friends in my life that definitely I lost due to depression. One, because it took too much energy.
Right.
And the energy it took to keep that relationship going wasn't worth the reward I was getting out of it. Yeah, so I think had I not had depression and was dealing with that, they'd probably still be closer friends.
Right.
So I think she has a valid point. It can really affect a friendship.
Oh, totally. But on the good side, like you said earlier, I think it was one of the first questions, you're like, you gain some friends and you lose some friends, but the ones you lose because you have depression are probably ones that aren't as important to stick around anyway.
Probably
You
not.
want those ones who are like, I don't care what you're going through, I'm going to be there.
Exactly. Yep. So the really diehard friends are still there. I have some
Yeah.
very, very close friends.
So long story short, Julia thought she married her mom was talking about her.
I don't know that, but I think
No,
she
but it
might
seems
have.
to get a vibe because it came in and she wanted to
Like friends in and friends out, and
talk
I thought,
about it. And so far, like the idea was this was to put a different perspective on what I've been saying, because if you just hear me, this is a mom's perspective of all this depression stuff, and
Yeah.
even if we don't talk about depression, that could be a whole nother thing. So if you have any more questions, what kind of questions are you open to?
I'm open to anything, and if you get something that I just can't answer, then I'll give you a little bit of an answer.
Yeah, so far it's 100% whatever you can think of,
Yep.
but like if you get to like sexual preferences or something, that might be the line.
That might be the line.
Or it might not be the line, but I'm leaving the room while
I maybe
she
show you in a
answers
book. Ask me anything. Mom's got the answers. Mama Mary out.
it. But I didn't say mine, so I can't hear the thing yet.
Can't ever get it right.
Life's meant to be experienced, and curiosity will get you there.
Mama Mary out.